Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 1 of The Tough Stuff with Pastor Chris. Now, we're going to be trying to tackle some of the more difficult passages and controversial questions about the Bible, and tonight is no exception. So, Pastor Chris, it is a highly debated topic amongst Christians that the Bible condones alcohol. Now, what's your take on that?
Well, some do get into a great debate about that, especially when it comes to the qualification of pastors. And it says that he not be given to much wine. And then we go to the wedding at Cana, and they say, well, Jesus wouldn't have turned water into wine that was, somebody could have possibly gotten drunk from. But it's clear that the Bible is addressing alcoholic wine or beverages because Proverbs chapter 31 actually has a prohibition against strong alcohol for our leadership, those like kings, etc. And then you go to the New Testament and you see that water being turned into wine, and it does make you wonder, since he saved the best for last. And I don't think he's referring to the best grape juice available. But maybe the clearest passage to support that it was alcoholic is 1 Corinthians 11, as Paul is talking to the church at Corinth about them taking the Lord's Supper. And he says in verse 20, he says, therefore, when you come together in one place, it is not to eat the Lord's Supper. For in eating, each one takes his own supper ahead of others, and one is hungry and another is drunk. Now, if you're going to try to argue that it's watered down alcohol, and some have a formula for this, it's so many parts water, so many parts alcohol, well, then you're going to have a hard time supporting that these people got drunk off of that. How much do you have to drink to get drunk off of watered down alcohol? Furthermore, Paul doesn't reprove them for using alcohol. He reproves them for being drunk and taking the Lord's Supper irreverently. And that's why some were becoming weak, some sick, and some falling asleep or dying as a form of judgment. Also, you see later in the New Testament, Paul exhorting Timothy to take a little wine for his stomach. And he goes on about the frequent ailments. So it's used for medicinal purposes. Well, I think from just that text, it's clear to see that it was alcoholic, and therefore we might also infer that the wedding at Cana used alcohol as well, and many other places in the Bible too.
So, Pastor, is there a difference in the original Greek and Hebrew about the aged wine and new wine?
Yeah, there is different words in there, but you can do more study on that, on further lexicons or whatever you might need to do, word studies. Maybe a Vine's Expository Dictionary would be helpful in that case. Or you could watch other videos teaching about that.
All right. Well, looks like that's all the time that we have for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I pray that you got something out of it. All of y'all stay safe. Lord bless y'all.